What's up, everybody? So I think a lot about weight loss or weight consistency, weight gain, anything to do with weight. And one of the reasons is for the past several months I myself have been trying to lose weight, or I have been losing weight. I was up to 226, around about 226 pounds, and now I'm down to about 170 pounds. If you want to see results, for those of you who see my other videos, I still have a tummy. I'm still on my journey into trying to lose weight, but I think I'm doing pretty well. And it's not all about losing weight; it's about keeping a healthy weight. Just because someone is really thin or really fat doesn't necessarily make them healthy. Well, to an extent. There are thinner people who are healthy. There are heavier people who are healthy. It's when you go to the extremes, super duper heavy or super duper thin, is when you have the problems. Anyhow, one of the things that has perplexed me with weight, because I research things and I observe people, what people eat from different cultures and countries and all kinds of things. And one of the things that has perplexed me is with Samoan people and Hawaiian people. Maybe Islanders in general, but them specifically, because Samoans in particular tend to be way overweight consistently, like with, I don't know, very high percentage of the people. I don't know what the exact percentage is. And it's not only perplexed me, it's perplexed other people. Why are they so heavy? On average, why are Samoan people, or maybe even Hawaiian people, like I said, so heavy? And there's different theories or hypotheses about it. Anywhere from, well, maybe they don't exercise as much. Maybe they have a general lackluster lifestyle, maybe not moving around as much and things like that, which can be a contributor. For example, in, say, a state like New York, where they're constantly hustling, bustling, walking around real fast and going up and down flights of stairs, that's exercise. In a state like, Hawaii or in Samoa, maybe they don't do a lot of that. It's more sedentary living, sitting around, relaxing. And so that's one potential reason for being obese. Another thing is diet. People say, well, they eat, perhaps a lot of fish, maybe pork or other meat. I don't know their exact diet. But one thing I have heard is they eat a lot of, packaged products or things like that. So that may be, again, I don't know their exact diet. So these are potential causes, okay? But today one idea in general hit me. Light bulb went off. And it was sparked from something that I heard someone say, actually a Navy SEAL or a retired Navy SEAL on a YouTube video. It was just a casual mention on his part. He said that when he takes a shower, at the end of his shower, he turns the water to cold or really cold. And he said that, I don't know if all Navy SEALs do this, but he does it. It kind of shocks the body, maybe gets the mind going a little bit, stuff like that. But what he didn't mention, and what I started to think about, is when you shock your body like that, your body responds. Okay, your body is trying to keep a specific temperature. Your body has a general average temperature with 98.6 degrees or whatever it is. And so if you veer far from that, like getting really cold, your body tries to get that temperature back. And so say this Navy SEAL guy or anybody, he turns the cold water on and he shocks his body and maybe his body temperature drops, maybe just a couple of degrees. I don't think it affects him that much. But his body, when he gets out of the shower, his body's going to want to regain that temperature. Okay, when you go outside in the cold or in the shower or in a cold pool, whatever it may be, and you get out, your body wants to get that 98.6 degrees back. And so what does it do? It burns off any stored food, calories or, fat or whatever it may be, to make heat. Okay, and so when he's doing it, probably not even thinking, he's doing it for psychological reasons to give himself a pump, but not even thinking about it, he's losing weight. He's forcing his body to, again, burn calories and burn fat. And sure enough, he's in good shape. Of course he's in good shape too, because he's a Navy SEAL, retired Navy SEAL, so he presumably works out and exercises a lot. But it's a small thing that you do, right? Okay, Ice Cream Man's coming. For those of you who don't know, in the United States, a van drives around called the Ice Cream Man, and they sell ice cream to little kids or to whoever. I'll show you. It comes. Yeah, it's coming. Anytime now. There it comes. That's the Ice Cream Man. So yeah, it's a van loaded with ice cream and other sweet treats, maybe chips and stuff like that too. And they play the music to let kids know, or whoever, that they're coming. You know, when I was a kid, it was more prominent. Kids would run out there, ice cream man, and you know, you give him your money and he gives you ice cream or other treats. Anyhow, so I don't know if every country has that, so I thought I'd mention that. So, okay, back to Samoa. Okay, what does that have to do with Samoa, right? Or Hawaii? Their temperature doesn't go to extremes. Their climate doesn't go to extremes like it does in most parts of the world, let alone other parts of the United States, or you know, whatever country Samoa is part of. And so their bodies don't get shocked. Okay, like I said, let's say it's wintertime where you live. It gets really cold, maybe super cold, down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit or 30 degrees Fahrenheit, really cold, right? And like I said, when it gets really cold, what does your body try to do? It's trying to warm up. It's trying to get back its, you know, its normal body temperature. And so your body's burning calories. You're not even thinking about it. When you're in the cold, you're losing weight. Of sorts, you're losing weight, okay? Or let's go to the opposite extreme. What happens when your body is really hot? Well, it sweats. Even if you're just sitting there and it's just a really hot day, your body's still sweating, you know, and so you're losing weight that way. Maybe a little bit of water weight. I don't know if you lose any kind of calories while you're doing that. But the point is you're losing weight, right? But if you live in paradise, you know, somewhere like Samoa or Hawaii, where it's a consistent, like, beautiful, perfect temperature, most of the time, very rarely going to extremes of, like, say, below 60 or even above 90, your body is never shocked. You know, they're never exposed to those extreme temperatures, and so their body never has to go into that kind of like survival mode where it starts burning calories and fat to make heat, or starts sweating a whole bunch to cool itself down. You know, it's just whatever calories and fat they have on them, it just stays because it's, you know, nice and perfect temperature. And there's exceptions, obviously. Like, for example, surfers, I was thinking. I was like, well, but sometimes, you know, or a lot of times, surfers are in really good shape. I don't care if they're Samoan or Hawaiian or, you know, on the beaches here in California. So what about that? I was like, the water. Anyone who's ever been in the ocean knows that the ocean water temperatures is not always perfect, and sometimes it's really cold. Especially, like, say you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and you decide to, you know, go for a surf. Well, the water could be super cold, 50, 40 degrees Fahrenheit, whatever it is. Shocking your body. So all those surfers, for one, they're doing exercise. They're sitting there rowing and paddling or whatever you're doing to go out into the ocean. So that's one variable. They're exercising. But the second variable is they're putting that shock into their body, exposing their body to that extreme cold. And again, their body's trying to regain that heat, and so it's burning calories and fat, trying to warm their body up. And so they're losing weight somewhat naturally. But if you live in somewhere like Samoa or Hawaii and you don't surf, and you know, you don't, like I said, you don't walk around and stuff a lot. You don't walk around and do a lot of stuff, and your body temperature stays pretty normal, again, because the paradise conditions, then you're not naturally burning weight. So anyhow, what does that have to do with you? You're like, okay, big deal. You know, I'm not trying to gain weight, and so, you know, I'm not going to move over to Samoa or Hawaii. But the point is, what I think about these things is, if you find out how to gain weight, or why some people naturally are heavier, I always look at the opposite. If that's how you gain weight or retain heavy weight, then do the opposite of that, and you can lose weight. Again, like the Navy SEAL with the cold shower. Or another thing, as I was thinking about it, Japanese people, one of the things that I learned that they like to do is go in these extremely cold pools of water for whatever reason. Again, they feel like it rejuvenates and stuff like that. But again, that's all still shocking their body. And unintentionally, they're probably not even thinking about it. And as a whole, a lot of Japanese people are in thinner and better shape. But they're shocking their body. They're going into like extreme cold water, forcing their body to go into survival mode and burn those calories and burn that fat and help them stay thin. So when you look at things like that, you look at things of, hey, how did this person get heavier? How is this person fat or whatever? If you want to get thin, you do the opposite of those things. If you look, this is one thing that I do. I look at countries around the world and I'm like, okay, this country has a really high obesity rate. Well, what do they eat? They might eat fried foods, a lot of sugary foods, something like that. And those are two very common things. You look at the countries who eat the most fried foods and countries who eat the most sugary foods, and very high obesity rate, especially with the fried foods. You look at the countries that eat the most fried foods, very high obesity rate. Okay, but again, maybe you're not trying to get fat, but you do the opposite of that. If you know eating a lot of fried foods, you know, French fries, fried chicken, chicken nuggets from McDonald's, Wendy's, wherever you go, even bags of chips, which are fried, you know, not baked chips, fried chips. All that's consuming to overweight. Like I said, you do the opposite of that. If these people are getting overweight from doing this, you do the opposite of that, and that's what I've been learning. So anyhow, just a theory. I could be completely wrong, and in general, I'm learning. It's this with weight gain and weight loss, you know, or maintaining a good weight, a healthy weight. There's a lot of factors. It's not any one given thing. It's not like, oh, if you just exercise, just regardless of what you eat or drink or otherwise do, as long as you eat well, you'll be in good health and good shape. No, I'm finding out that that's not true. Necessarily, it's good to eat good, but it's also good, say maybe to exercise sometimes, or at least walk every now and again. But weight is a combination of a lot of factors. What you eat, what you do, what conditions you're exposed to. Like I said, heat and cold. I'm finding out all these things. Vitamins that you either get or don't get. I'm finding out that vitamin D, especially vitamin D3, people who are very low in vitamin D tend to be a greater risk for being obese. People who consume a lot of vitamin D, especially D3, it tends to be easier for them to lose weight. Okay, so yes, so many things in this realm of weight gain or weight loss, and that I'm learning. And so that was one. It was a little bit of epiphany this morning. I started to think about what that guy said, and I was like, that makes sense. He's shocking his body with a cold shower. The Japanese people, they're shocking their bodies. They're forcing themselves, again, not even thinking about it, to lose weight naturally. Pretty cool. But yeah, I hear a lot of people talking about Samoans every now and again, and they're like, you know, their diet is the same as these people over here. How come these people aren't so overweight? It's the paradise temperatures. Someone out there, there's someone really smart who's watching this video. Research it. I need your help. You know, weight gain and weight loss. You know, being healthy with weight, it's not a one-person thing. I learn from other people. Maybe you could learn from me. Maybe I could learn from you. You know, share it with other people. Whatever it may be. I'm talking too much now. Thank you for watching. I know I haven't made videos in a long time, but I'm here now. I don't know when I'll be back, but I'm here now. It's good seeing you. Hope it was good seeing me. You take it easy.